Hello everyone, it's Yogi here. I hope you're well. I kind of moved the time forward a couple of times this evening. Sincere apologies. I was being a little bit conservative with the start time, coming from the yoga class, and realized I actually arrived, kind of slightly early. So why not? Why wait? We can start. So here we go. If you got the scheduled time slightly later, my apologies. But if we have time, we stitch. That's how we do it. So happy Friday, everyone. Yes, it's we've got a little bit left for Friday. It's 11 p.m. in the UK. And yes, I'm here for a spot of stitching. It's Friday night. I came back from my classes today. And, it's one of the evenings I actually teach classes as well. Normally, I don't. I try to free up the evenings. But Mondays and Fridays, I teach later classes. And I'm feeling really relaxed. Really relaxed. And I still smell head to toe with essential oil. And I hope you smell nice as well. So here we go. So today I'm coming back to this piece. For some reason, I'm drawn to this piece recently a lot. And this is one of my 14 count projects. It comes as a kit. So the fabric and the floss and everything came together. And this kit, I think I got it maybe back in 2018. I would say this is my first full coverage project, technically, even though I bought a kit from Amazon and didn't touch it until maybe over a year later, just slightly before the lockdown. So this is one piece that really taught me how to stitch full coverage, I have to say. And I love the design, and I kind of left it a little bit in the past, maybe over 2 years, just getting busy with 25 counts, heaven and earth, and all that shebang, and finally came back to these 14 counts early this year actually, and I'm just loving it. This is like cozy little stitching project, and they're large but not too large, and nice and big with 14 counts. I'm here for it. And I hope you are as well. Let me know what you're working on today, okay? So this piece is called the Maison Romantique. So this was known to me as the wedding dress shop, and because let me show you the full markup. Okay, look at this. So clearly there's a wedding dress shop, and therefore it was named by the company that put this kit together as wedding dress shop. But the artist of this piece is actually called John O'Brien, and he's the I think the Maison Romantique is the actual name. Okay, as far as I know, there isn't a lot of information about this artist, who's got a lot of beautiful artwork, illustrations of European streets, and particularly France. And this piece, you can tell, is definitely French, based in somewhere, fictional or factual, I don't know, in Paris, because over the horizon at the background there, you can see a silhouette of some, I would say it's Eiffel Tower. And the whole building style and everything is definitely French. So I'm loving it. And it's very romantic. It's very romantic. And this kit also comes with back stitching as well. So there's another element on top of this beautiful charted piece here. And there's going to be some back stitching waiting for me. So in terms of progress here, okay, let's have a look. So this is where I am. And I'll tell you a little bit more about my starting point and my progress so far. But let's look at the number here. So currently, I'm slightly over 10%. I think last session I managed to climb over the 10% mark. So I'm very, very happy with that. And then if you look down, so ignore the French knot, okay? This is more of a technical thing that, when the pattern was imported into Saga, and for some reason, some back stitches not being registered, so it's being allocated as French knot. But essentially, it's all back stitching. Okay, so no 2000 French knot happening on this piece here. But if you look down and look at the number of colors, it's got 55 solid colors, meaning just plain colors, and 2 blend colors, meaning that so this is 2 strand 1/1, and there are 2 colors involved, 2 different, slightly different colors blended into 1 color. This is the best way I can describe it. You guys know what blended color is, so I don't need to explain, okay? And let me delete my last session there and create a new one. So this is our daily routine here. I create a new sprint, and this will capture every single stitch I make during this session. And by the end of it, this is important because we play a little game called Guess My Stitches, and you get to guess how many stitches I've made during one session. And I'll say 100% of the time I have no clue. So it's a surprise to me, probably as to you as well, every single night. Okay, so this is where we are here. So this is where I am. I'm starting from the center, page by page, to all the right here. Okay, and I'll tell you a little bit about why I'm stitching this way. And let's switch back to my fabric here, and I want to say hello to you. Thank you. And if you're confused about starting time, it's me, not you, okay? I originally set it about half an hour later, and then I'm here. So why not? If I'm here, we stitch. That's just how I roll, how we roll. So, first of all, welcome to the chat, everyone, and to the stream. And let's see, who have we got here with me today? So, first of all, we've got Callan. Callan says, hello everyone, happy Friday stitching. Indeed, I can't believe it's a Friday, It feels like not very long ago, I just had the Saturday Sao, Amy Sao, and here we are. Tomorrow is our Sao again. My God, where has time gone? Good, and welcome Callan. And also Rajal as well, welcome. So good to see you. Rajal is here, says, hello everyone, happy stitching on Friday evening. Wonderful. And Clara as well, welcome back. Ola, one and all. Yes, absolutely. Ola indeed. And so hello to Clara. And we have Kimberly here as well. And is it Nicole Nyberg? Welcome. And Vaduhi as well in the chat. And who else have we got? Clover Stitcher, good to see you. And Susan, my love, is also here. And Love Drunk Diamonds, hello. And Chloe is back with us as well. Good to see you, waving to everyone. And Ring as well. Ring Akio, hello there. And LKC is back with us. And who else have we got? Kathy Hapler, welcome. And Simone, so good to see you. And Michelle Fula is waving for everyone. Michelle is reporting that she's working on Traveling Library. I know. And tomorrow as well, I bet. Tomorrow is our Sao for Amy Stewart. And who else have we got? Rose, so good to see you. Are you at work still? It's Friday, right? Rose is one of the members from the work club. You know, we have a work club that we have stitches sneakily watching or listening to Yogi at work, you know, and we have special club for them. And Grace Houston as well says, hello Yogi, stitchy friends, hope all is well. And who else have we got here? Claudia is here as well. Hello. And Kathy I'm not going to attempt to pronounce the other bit of your handle. Welcome. And Rose is still work, unfortunately, but that's okay. That's the usual, right? And it's almost weekend. It's almost weekend, so I'll keep you company and and the chat as well. Here we go. So, guys, let me know what you're drinking and power drinks and power snacks. If you're snacking, if you're lucky enough, and this piece, dear, oh dear. So this is the third page I'm working here. So the reason I'm working page by page was the pattern originally I was working on I was using Markup RXP, and the app has certain restrictions, the performance and everything. So the best way for me to work was page by page. So that's how I did it. And so now I've transitioned to Saga. So from this point on, I should be able to just stitch however I want, whatever direction. Now I've got the digital version on Saga. But up to this point, I think for this page, at least, I'm going to respect the boundary of a page, and it just makes things a little bit tidier. And once I finish this page, then I can move on and do whatever I want, however I want to stitch it. So up to this point, the previous few sessions I've been doing mini cross country, and it's going quite well. I really enjoy it. But today, I think just to close up this page border, I am going to do use the highlight function of my app here, Saga, and I'm going to create a highlight box to frame this page and do a minimum to maximum for the remaining part of this page. I just feel like it's a change of flavor, and also, you know, it will close up a lot of these little loose stitches. They're everywhere because I was doing mini cross country. So I'm kind of, you know, in the mood to keep things kind of a less, how do I call it? If you do minimum to max, the great thing about it is you don't end up with a lot of loose stitches like this everywhere that you have to go back and find. So I'm trying to kind of preempt that and prevent it from happening. So I'm creating this box here, okay? And to capture all the loose stitches I've got for the remaining part of this page, and I'm going to just go through it like a good girl, and maybe start with single stitches and to close them up, and then eventually I'll be flying, because eventually the stitch numbers will gradually build up. So the last number technically will be single color, and I'll just, you know, fill in whatever spaces remain. So this is a really nice way of stitching if you don't like, you know, ninja stitches everywhere. Okay, so this is my strategy for the remaining part of this page. Okay, so that's my plan today. And what are your plans? Let me know. Okay, what are you stitching, and what cunning plan have you got? So this is my area here. Okay, so let me zoom in a little bit. So I'm doing minimum to max. So the likelihood of a whole bunch of 310 start is 0. I think I'm probably going to be doing single stitches for a little bit, and I'm ready for it. I'm in that kind of mood because I'm just keen to close up all the loose stitches here, and so I can fly earlier. Okay, so let me have a look at my setting here. Make sure that is set to minimum to max. Good, it is. And I've got auto jump there as well with the car icon there. And if you don't know Saga, don't worry. It's just a way for me to move forward. And if you look at the thread list, it's not bad. I've only got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, only 5 single stitches. And after that is, 2 and 3 and God knows. And so there are only 5 single stitches. That's not too bad at all. Having done the really sort of, highly confetti block by block stitching yesterday, and this looks like a breeze. Okay, no problem at all. So I am going to follow the order here and start from, it's quite a large area. Grant you, it's quite a large area, but majority, probably about half of the stitches have are completed, and I'm framing this way just to make sure that I capture all the loose stitches. They're yet to be done, so it's hidden over here. I had to look to find it because it's just single stitch here. And the first color of my choice. Okay, let's see if we get some spooky bingos today. All right, so the first color is 3348. 3348. 3348. All right, I've got one threaded already. Things are already looking up, so I need to find it. It's kind of tricky because this area, majority of the stitches have been done, and I need to find it over here. So it's just the left corner of the canopy here. Let me just make sure I match up. It is quite a ambitious start because normally I like to ease my way in and warm up a little bit, but lo and behold, I'm diving in straight with ninja stitches. Okay, I think I found my spot here. And let's have a look at the chat, okay? Multitasking here. Oh, Clara Marshall, we have another Clara, says, good morning from Australia. How nice, welcome. Are you new to us? I wonder, I don't recognize the name here. So I'll give you a little highlight, a little spotlight for our Clara here. So we have 2 Clara. I have to tell, make sure that you know which is which. That is speaking. And talking about the other Clara, Clara says, I'm stitching on Christmas House 2, and I'm stitching on the first page. And the sky stitching is not bad at all. We've got all kinds of dark blue snow colors, which are like the blue and white. That's a very brave start, Clara, because upper left of that piece, guys, if you've been watching the Christmas new start that we've got there, Christmas House 2, it's a lot of blue and a bit of snow, God knows what. Upper left, that's pretty brave. Some sky stitching before you get to Santa Claus. So well done, well done. Let me actually close this. It's a single stitch, so I'm going to end the stitch here. Okay, so this is going to be the flow today, the first 5, but after that there will be multiple stitches and all the way up. I'm looking forward to it. I hadn't done minimum to max for a little while, kind of changing things up, but I'm ready. 3348. 3348. And today, the evening, I had 2 classes this evening, and one is Vinyasa Flow, and the other one, the second one, was in yoga. So if you haven't done, if you've done in yoga, it's very relaxing, very calming. And tonight was so busy. The class was so packed that we run out of props. So normally when we do in yoga, we use a lot of props, the bolsters, the blocks, the straps, everything. We run out of props because it was full house. I think it's just the time of, time of the year, people really looking for some sort of grounding, relaxing yoga practice. So I think it's going to be quite busy going forward with in classes in particular. All right, next one. Let's have a look. Oh, Claudia is here. Claudia says, hello, happy Friday, everyone. Indeed. And Grace Houston, did I say hello to you? If not, hello again. If yes, hello. Let's have a look. And I think I've said hello. Oh, Mylana says, hey Yogi and Stitchers, I'm working on Dark Huntress, which is a new chart from Boogie Stitcher. Oh, is that, do they do charts? I'm learning so many about so many sort of pattern vendors, pattern creators. So that sounds like fun. 3747. Oh, this one is pretty pale, very light color, but only one stitch. And Karen Sutherland says, working on so many books and drinks triple shot coffee. Oh, there you go. I do have a cup of coffee here as well. I know it's late in the UK, but you know, if I work till late, when I come in, I reward myself with a freshly brewed coffee. So I don't care if it's midnight. Who cares? Tomorrow I can have a lie-in. And to be honest, if I'm relaxed and tired and sleepy, there's no amount of coffee is going to keep me awake. So I'm not too worried. 1, 2, 3, 4. You know, when Yogi goes to sleep, she goes to sleep properly. So no problem there. So let me do a loop star. You can barely see the color, can you? Thank God, there's only one stitch here. Let me do a little pin. I don't like to do pin, but there's nowhere else. There's kind of a lone stitch here, so I can't do a tuck in anywhere. Here we go. Nice and easy, not bad, you know. When it comes to 14, things are just, you know, a bit more relaxed. 3747. Oh, I love 14 counts. And Lim Burgess, yes, is back with us. Says hello, Stitchy friends. Hope you're well. And stitching frenzy. And tonight I'm stitching the traveling library. Oh, guys, if you haven't joined our Facebook group, you have to join it so you get to see Lynn's work. Lynn started from the traveling library from the left middle, and then traveling all the way to the fox, and the beautiful sofa settee there as well. Oh, it's gorgeous. I can't believe how far you've gone, Lynn, because I don't know. I'm too afraid to ask for the percentage because it's probably like, you know, way ahead. I'm still under 1%. Okay, guys. So that's where I am with the traveling library, even though I love it. You know, I'm loving it. It's max colors as well. But here we go. Lynn is way ahead, and it's beautiful. Here we go, 3A30, and I've got one thread here. Okay, I've only got 5 single stitches, and then it will start to build up. No problem, I'm here for it. So I am going to find it here. I got to be careful because the line of the page border is actually here. Why don't I draw something just so it's easier for me to reference? It's actually here. That's easier, that's much better. So I'm going from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, 3, 4, 5 here. Here we go. Just 1 stitch. 4, 5. What? Oh no! See, I've got it wrong already. I drew this line to help me, and then I just went to the bottom of the block. Thank God I could cross-reference the other stitches. I don't want to start with the F word, you know? There's no need for that kind of stuff. 2, 3, 4. Here we go, just 1 stitch. It's very tempting to just keep stitching because there's 2 other stitches nearby, but I am going to be disciplined and stay within this boundary. Keep things in order. Here we go. And Claudia says, right now I'm working on my Santa's coming to town, but I bet I switch to something else. Drink iced tea. Oh, iced tea. Controversial in November. And Kelly M, hello, says hi. Working on Caroline Manning's cherry blossom drink. Dior ice water. Oh, that sounds exotic. And Diamond says, I love drunks for diamonds. Says, hi, Kathy. That is fun. You're going to like it. I don't know. Maybe it's a reply to someone else. I very frequently, I dive straight in. Dive straight into your conversation between each other and have no idea what you're talking about. And let's move forward. And Ring is working on my Gecko Rouge Wow map. Oh dear, yes. I think Nikki's got a version, even though she managed to get the pattern when it was pattern only. So Ring probably got the kit. It's one of the biggest projects, if not the biggest, from Gecko Rouge in terms of size. And in a drunk typewriter method, Ring's typewriter is going rogue. Oh, I get it. My typewriter goes rogue as well, very frequently. So I understand. And very nice there. So one more single stitch, 498, 498, 498. And by the way, Ring, have you got the larger version, or is it because there are 2 versions of Wow Map from Colin Thomas, and one, they're both big, but one is bigger than the other. 498, 498. Okay, I've got it threaded here. Just 1 stitch. Janine is here. Hello. And Alison Rennie is joining us. And Chelsea Summers as well. Wonderful. And Susan Barnes as well. Wonderful. It feels like Friday. And Gothic Crofter, because some of you guys I only get to see during the weekend. So when I see you, it feels like Friday. And Marsha Lynn as well. Oh, let me just say hello to you, all the guys first, and I'll come back to your comments in details. Okay. And is it Leekda? Hello. And yes, very nice. So good to see you guys. Alison Rennie says, evening everyone, it's the weekend. Free stitchy time. Free stitchy time. Still working on good morning drinking. A blood orange cider. Yes, good morning is the lovely cute pattern of a little cow, baby cow. So cute. So cute. And I believe it's a nose start. It's a nose start. That's a new one. A big nose. And it's fascinating to see what everybody is into in terms of patterns, because some patterns I know I would not stitch it because either it's just too much sky or or a lot of air stitching, but also subject matters as well. But there are patterns that I personally would not stitch, but it's so fun to see someone else stitch. You know what I mean? So that's why it's a great thing of joining our Facebook group. You get to see everybody's work on a regular basis. All right, so this one done, 498. I think I probably have one more single stitch to go. Let's have a look. Indeed, yes, I've got one more and I'm moving up from here. Not bad, not bad. So this one is, I need to find it. It's kind of tricky because it's quite a large area here. And I can use the car, but I find the car isn't very accurate. Oh yes, you found it for me. Can you see that? So there's a car functionality. It's basically like a chauffeur. It just drive, it's like an Uber. You just call and go, hey, get me there. And for instance, I'm here, I can't find. Let me bring up the big view then, if you're not familiar with this feature on Saga. So this is quite a large area, right? And I'm looking for that single stitch, 3770. And if I'm lost, I can just go to my panel here, thread panel, and tap on the car icon on the right side, upper right side. And if I tap it, in theory, it should take you where the stitch is. It will take you to the location. Can you see that? It just shifts the location to the left, and lo and behold, I found it. It's here. Just one stitch hidden there. So this is the car feature. It's really handy. Who would have thought of that? I think the developers of Saga, they really think outside the box. I love it. 3770. 3770. So cream color, but only one stitch. One stitch. And let's have a look. Betty Lou Taylor has joined us. Welcome. Sarah, hello, hello. Sarah says, I'm lurking today. And Sarah, how are you doing today? I think I read a post from you saying that you were a bit tired or anything or something. If you need a rest, just rest. It's okay. You're way ahead anyway, I bet. With the marathon. If you don't know, Sarah is doing a 48-hour marathon. But it's broken up in 4 days or 5 days? And 8 hours a day stitching, I ask you. Seriously. And that's what Sarah's doing. And this is, I think, is it day... Oh, this one is already stitched. I didn't know that. I was looking for this single stitch, but it's already been stitched. Let me pop it back then. I just didn't mark it. That's why. Oh, very naughty. 3770. 3770. That took me about 3 minutes just to get that set up. 3770. Pop it back. And here we go. Next. Oh, from here onwards, multiple stitches. Okay, now it's two stitches with the next color. And Chloe C has also joined us. Welcome. Chloe says, I'm struggling to keep my eyes open this evening. So I'm off to bed. Happy stitching, everyone. See you tomorrow. How nice of you to just drop by and say hello to everyone. Yes, go to bed and listen to Yogi in the meantime. How's that? And Yogi will accompany you to sleep, and the chat will also be here as well. Listen to the chat. Yes, if you needed some rest, have some rest. Tomorrow is another day. You know, tomorrow we have our SAR anyway. 3328. 3328. 2 stitches. Chelsea says, I don't understand how you all drink coffee so late. Yes, it's late over here. You know, I used to try to restrict myself not to drink coffee past maybe 6 o'clock. And then I realized it doesn't really affect me, to be honest. So in the evening, if I'm tired, I can drink 10 cups of coffee. You can't keep me awake. So once I realized that, I try not, you know, I just drink coffee whenever I want because I just love it. I love the taste, and, you know, it makes me happy. So don't worry, Kimberly. All is well. It's doable. You should try it. But no, don't. Actually, some people might be more sensitive to caffeine. So even if you know you're able to sleep, you might not have very restful sleep. So yes, if you're sensitive to caffeine, then try to avoid it. Green tea as well. Don't drink green tea at night. It's got a lot of caffeine as well. So here, 2 stitches, very nice. And I like the idea that I'm gradually filling up the colors that only have a few stitches scattered around, because those are the ones that are going to give me problem if I just keep doing cross country. At the end, I'll have to come around and find all these little ones, all these pesky little stitches. So I am trying to prevent it before it happens. Let me just do a little one, because I have done it before with one of the 14 count kits. I did page by page as well, and never again, because at that time I was working with markup IXP, and it did not display the numbers very accurately. So at the end, I spent so much time just going around trying to find little stitches there. That was no fun. 3328, 3328. Let me pop it back. All right. Moving forward. Very nice. 3 stitches already. Not bad at all. 153. 153. It's a very light purple. And Susan Barnes says, hello Yogi and everyone. I'm also working on traveling library. I'm 2.12%. Oh, Susan, you're way ahead of me. Way ahead of me. Everybody is. If you're working on traveling library, raise your hands if you're still under 1%. Me, that's me. I raise my hand. And Clara says, I'm drinking hot tea by Yogi, which is a honey chai turmeric vitality. Oh yes, there's a brand called Yogi tea or something. I know. This is such a great name. People are stealing it, okay? It's copyrighted. And And Clara is also having a piece of chocolate. Oh, she says, I have a piece of chocolate waiting for Yogi to say it's time for some chocolate. Oh, Clara, it will come, okay? I'm quite ready for a bit of chocolate as well. Absolutely. Absolutely. Bear with me. The chocolate time will come. Chocolate time will come. Here we go. Over here. And I'm going to be quite, quite relaxed about taking my thread over, because I think normally I will probably end the stitch and start again, because my next stitch is actually over here, which is about 5 or 6 stitches away. Normally I will actually stop. Oh, actually, I'm quite tempted to do that. I just don't like the idea to have long thread. Okay, as I'm saying it, I'm actually going to end my thread here. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6 stitches away. And also this is 14 counts, so it feels like really far away. Okay, so I am going to end it, because I was about to say that I'm going to be, quite relaxed today. I'm going to just take my thread over. I'm not going to worry about it. But lo and behold, I don't like the sound of it. So just to travel over here, I ended my thread there, single stitch, and I'm going to start from here again. Okay, so this is my thing. I don't like to have floating thread under my fabric. It troubles me. It doesn't trouble me that I'm very slow, but it troubles me that I have floating thread. We all have our thing. So 1 stitch here, but the next stitch, even though it's far away, I'm crossing over to sort of a relatively unstitched area over here. So I'm okay with that. So it's not just the distance, it's the distance over stitch area that I care about. Whereas this one, I don't mind, because I'm, taking the thread over the unstitched area, and everything will get tucked down. Marsha Lynn says, I'm thinking about getting Winter Reading Nook by Amy Stewart for my new start next year, but I don't know what size yet. Oh, yes. The size I'm working on is max color regular. I'm not sure if it's got super size, but there's a mini for sure. And there's a regular size with our max color as well. So it's a beautiful piece. Beautiful piece. I love it. So much details. And to be honest, if you really love the pattern and you like details, I recommend regular size max colors. Go for max colors, because all the details is really worth it. And to be honest, I don't find a piece that confetti, strangely, even though it's got a lot of details. But so far, at least the areas I've been stitching, yes, the kitty is a little bit confetti, but not too bad. Not as bad as some other pieces. So let's see, 153 going back. But it's a great choice. It's a beautiful piece. I fell in love with it immediately when I saw it. And this one is also 3 stitches, 150, 150, the first color. Here we go, 3 stitches. And Kelly's running errands this afternoon and just got back. 3:30 now, 3:30 p.m. I'm guessing, not a.m. Maybe for guys in Australia. I don't know what time it is over there. It's already Sunday, I bet. And Claudia says, decided to do a new start instead. New job. Oh, that's right. Claudia, when are you starting your new job? And Claudia says, new job, new start, going to do mini white angel hair by oh, it's a little bunny. Whimsy Tea. Still drinking iced tea. I love having a master set of DMC. Makes a new start so easy. I know, I know. If you have a new start, if you have a master set, pretty much you just get the fabric and you're ready to go. Get a pattern, get a fabric, and just build up the master set as you go. That's what I do. Too easy, Claudia. It's too easy. How exciting for Claudia. New job, new start, new boyfriend. How's that? Why not? Go for it. And Kelly says, I was stitching ornaments earlier today. Oh, like a Christmas ornament that you could hang on the tree. I was thinking about that, thinking about doing that for as part of the Christmas stitching. You know, do one of those beaded Mill Hill ones. But then I thought, well, that's probably a little bit too ambitious. We really haven't got that many weeks to work on Christmas project. And I do have, you know, quite a large piece there I'm working on, 32 count. So I thought, well, maybe I'll leave that for later. You know, maybe I'll do another beaded project, maybe not Christmas ones. I'm really curious about the beaded projects now. Here we go. This is actually quite relaxing, actually. I thought, you know, because there were only a few single stitches. If there were tons, yes, I'd probably get a little bit impatient. But this is not bad at all. So there are 2 stitches here, but there's one more. I need to find it. Maybe the carve function is able to find it for me. Let me scroll down. Oh yeah, I found it at the bottom. That's why. So I am going to just end this thread here. It's too far to travel. Too far to travel. Okay, so let me zoom out a little bit so you know where I am. It's right at the bottom there. Just one stitch. Henny S has joined us as well. Welcome. Kimberly's working on Christmas house too as well, drinking water. Rin says Yogi, Nikki, and I both have the same one, and it's the bigger of the 2 Wilmas. Oh yes, Rin, yes. If you go to Gecko Rouge and look up the world map, it's literally the biggest pattern of the entire site. And I've got a Gecko Rouge Colin Thompson craft shelf, which is big as it is, but not as big, not nearly as big as World Map. And World Map has 2 different versions. One is big, one is super big. And that's the one I believe Nikki and also Ring has got as well. But it's got a lot of details. It's got loads of stuff going on. And I believe there's a floss tuber called, it's a UK-based floss tuber. What is the channel? Smiles? Cross Stitch Smiles. I think she's a big, the lady is a big Gecko Rouge fan. She does a lot of Gecko Rouge. I don't know how she can afford it, but she's got World Map. She's got like tons and tons of Gecko Rouge kits. And she has World Map as well, the large one. Size of a duvet, the fabric. Even on 28 count. Let's have a look. Sorry, I'm going slowly with the chat here, okay? And Bez Williams has joined us. Vadui asks, Yogi, are you doing the demo tomorrow? Very thank you for reminding me. Yes, I am. Finally. Okay. Vadui, I know I've been talking about it for over 2 weeks. So tomorrow we're having a double stream day. Yeah. Yes. So what's happening was 2 weeks ago, I was doing a Gemma's method, Gemma stitches method is a stitching method pioneered by Gemma. Clearly, it's named after her. And I was doing I planned, well, basically I did a demo to show you how to do Gemma's method. And lo and behold, there's some technical issues there. It was me basically. I was streaming into the wrong stream. So I was doing the demo, but no one could see it. So I thought I'll try again last week. And I had to work. I had, some cover I had to do for other teachers. So, but this week, tomorrow, I'm going to try again. Let's not try it. Let's just do it. How's that? Yes, tomorrow I am going to do a demo to walk you through how to do Gemma's method. If you've never heard of it or you're not familiar with it, come along, okay? It's fascinating. It's fascinating. It's a very unique way of stitching. And it's like a game that you play as you move around different stitches. And I'll walk you through, hopefully, it's comprehensive because I learned it from Gemma. So it was a foreign concept for me. And I managed to practice enough and figure it out. And hopefully I can convey that to you. And hopefully it makes more sense. Gemma has got a very good tutorial as well. But hopefully I'm coming from a different perspective. And I'm hoping it might be able to help you as well. 436. So come along tomorrow. So in terms of time, it's going to be very similar arrangement as previously when we did double streams. So I'm hoping to use the Saturday afternoon slot to do maybe certain demos or whip parade, that kind of stuff. And then we will do a second stream where we do the Amy Stewart style. That's where we stitch along like this. So tomorrow is going to be one that's kind of tutorial in terms of content. And then we have a little break, have some chocolate, and then we come back for the Amy Stewart style. So yes, and I'll try to send out the schedule of the actual time as soon as I can, so you can put it on your calendar and just come join me. It's even if you go, well, I don't do parking. It's a parking method, by the way. Even if you say I don't do parking, just come along. It's fascinating. Maybe you will change your mind. Okay, that would be my goal. For those of you perhaps thinking, well, that's not my thing, parking's not my thing, or Gemma's method is not my thing, come along. Give me a chance to convince you that maybe you would like to try it. Here we go, 3 stitches. Interesting. All right. Very nice. Simone, hello. Simone says, I'm stitching London buses and drinking Coca-Cola. Stitching London buses. Is it a Gecko Rouge project? I know they do a really nice London bus one, but it could be a different one. I don't know. It's a popular theme. Janine says, I was so bored at work last night and did about 800 stitches on my Christmas two-piece. And it's a 10 stitch though. It went faster. I know. I'm doing 10 as well, as you can see. It's kind of fast, isn't it? It's quite nice. Quite nice. Hello, I'm moving slowly on the chat. Let me see if I can move forward a little bit. Let me skip a little bit. And, you know, if there are specific questions you'd like me to answer, just put a question mark so I know it's a question. Because otherwise, you know, there are conversation between you guys as well, which I try to get out of the way. So sometimes I might accidentally skip something that's, you know, some of your questions. Okay, so oh, who's getting surgery? See, I'm just diving in. I probably skip a few comments. Claudia says, I'm sorry you start with getting surgery. Or whoever it is, I'm sending my love to you, okay? Whoever you are. Having surgery is no fun, but, you know, we'll keep you company. And here we go, next color. 4. I'm moving up to 4 stitches. Very nice, very nice, very nice. All right, 3A, 3A, and it's a beautiful blue. 3A, 3A. Kathy says, I just broke a needle. How does that happen? Oh, I know. I break my needles a lot. Well, I don't break it. I bend this sometimes and I lose them. Sometimes I just find my needles kind of just having a really strange curve. I don't know how that happens. Oh, it's my grip, you see? The strong grip. I can't help it. Here we go. And this one's over here. 4 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Just want to make sure I'm on the right spot. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's really lovely blue. It's kind of blue purple. 1, 2, 3. Move it to the left a little bit more. Two from the bottom, 2 more. And I have a feeling the stitches are going to build up pretty quickly. Because this piece, it's not super confetti. It's not heaven and earth confetti. There's some quite, some color changes, but it's about 55, 57 colors. So, you know, it's quite modest when it comes to confetti. Just the right amount. It's not too much. Three A. Pop it back. Right, next one. Let me take a sip of water actually. Janine says, my needles bend all the time, so I'm using chunkier needles to stop this. It's been working out for me. Oh, so Janine's got a powerful grip as well. But I love my fine needles. I mean, these are size 26. A lot of people stitching 14 counts, they probably use 24, but I like to go down a size. And for my anything that's single strand, I use 28. So I like, you know, really delicate needles. And but I break them. It happens. 3072, 4 stitches. 3072. No spooky bingo so far. Bingo free so far. Let me see. All right. 4 stitches. Where are they? There's one over here. Oh, they're all over the place. Seriously. 2 here. Oh, let me move it over here. They're everywhere. So, but these are the stitches. You know, they're going to come back and bite me later on if I don't sort them out now. So here we go. It's here. Pink. Okay, it's here. 2 stitches. Rose says, I have peanut butter cups keeping me company right now. Oh, that's a nice company. That sounds very nice. Need to have a little bit of snackies. Hang on. Janine says, I watched the replay last night because I was so late and had 2 spooky bingos with you. Oh, offline, off stream. And so I just said to myself, spooky bingo yogi. I know. Yes, I've heard this before because, you know, if you're live on, you're live with me and you just type in and go bingo, right? But if you're watching replay, what do? You can't tell anybody. And I actually have seen people leaving comments saying spooky bingo, watching replay. I know. Here we go. Let me end this one and move to another location. They're in different places. And Kimberly says, I lose needles before I get a chance to bend or break. I do a bit of both, Kimberly. I lose needles and I bend them. Yes, it's a gift. I don't question it. Here, and we've got 1 stitch here. Just a lone stitch. I'm sure it's very important. I'm sure it makes all the difference. This stitch is just critical. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's probably 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's kind of tricky when the page doesn't end where the block ends. It's doing my head in. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Here. All right. Oh no, it's the wrong location. Thank God I checked. It's over here. Oh, seriously. Yes. Good job I actually cross-reference. Otherwise, I be in Froggyland. 2, 3, 4, 5. Hey, Rochelle, welcome. Rochelle says, hi, stitchy friends. Finally able to sit and stitch with you all. Definitely in need of yogi relaxation time. You're in the right place, Rochelle. Come along. Yes. Join Yogi in the chat. Time to stitch. Okay. Absolutely. One stitch here. And there's something about, Mondays and Fridays, technically I'm starting, slightly later in the evening, but for some reason, I'm just more relaxed. Probably, I don't know. And a lot of times, we stitch till about 2 o'clock a.m. in the morning, I ask you. But I just felt really relaxed. I don't know. It's probably just something about teaching evening classes and then come back and just, I don't know. It's nice. It's nice. Ooh, the final stitch. Found it. Here. Is it here? Here. Way off. Today is challenging for the camera because I'm moving everywhere. Let me zoom out a little bit, probably better. Here we go. Karen says, sometimes with lone stitches, I fudge and do the surrounding colors. Yeah, well, it depends on what it is. And depends on the stitch counts, right? If it's all blended together, you can fudge it. And sometimes I don't intentionally do it, but sometimes it just, you just happen to stitch like one stitch off or something. Then I just fudge it if it's blended together, like like this. You really can't tell the differences if you swap the blue and the black a couple of times, no one will notice. No one will notice. Here we go. Nice. So I'm trying to focus on this area pretty much up to this point. Oh, actually, no, down here. Yes. So it doesn't look like much actually, because I've completed majority of this page. So a little bit to go. Right. Moving forward. Okay. 4 stitches. 3, 7, 4, 3. 3, 7, 4, 3. Clara says, very good question, okay. Clara says, I don't want to do the dark moment, yogi. Do you go by yogi because you teach yoga? Please pray for all the newbies like me. Yeah, kind of, yes. Yogi actually means someone that practices yoga. So it's yoga practitioner. So you can be a yogi if you go to yoga classes. So yeah, yes, I practice yoga and I stitch, hence the name. Okay, and I stitch slowly. Okay, that's the important part of it. I'm being truthful, you know. I just thought, well, if I put it on my label, no one can blame me for being slow. I just go, hey, check out the channel name. If you complain about yogi stitching too slow, it's on the tin. 3743. So you're right, yes. Not because I teach yoga, but because I practice yoga. Kimberly says, I like this time because it gives me some time to do in the evening. It's 11 past 7 p.m. here. Kimberly, remind me where you are. So it's 7 p.m. Where could it be? Not South Africa. Just wild guess. Because in America, it should be, or maybe it's America, right? Because normally, if I start at around 8 p.m. or 8:30 p.m. UK time, it's about late afternoon or early afternoon in some places in America. But now we're a few hours later, so Kimberly should be in America. I'm trying to remember everybody's location, but I'm not entirely sure. All right, so here I have 4 stitches all over the place. Janine says, me too, same time here, Western Massachusetts here. Oh, I see. Yes, in America. Yeah, because even though it's later time in the UK, but for some country, for some time zone, this might be more convenient, like you said, Kimberly. It's kind of evening after supper time. You can sit down and relax and do some stitching. And also, it's probably easier for stitchers in Australia or New Zealand. Otherwise, they have to get up in a ungodly hour in order to catch us live. Whereas now, it's kind of more civilized hours in the morning. It's still quite early in the morning, I'm sure. Nicole says it's around 5 in Utah. And just got dark and had to turn the lights on. But Nicole, so it's 5. It's getting dark over here already, even though it's only November, not even December yet. It gets dark around 3:30. Not pitch black, okay, but it gets, start to get that evening feeling. 3:30. So the daytime gets very short, gets shorter and shorter, and I think it's from probably 22nd December, it starts to get a little bit longer. But you can hardly notice it, even when it starts to get longer. But that's what I tell myself. By Christmas, I'm just saying to myself that it's okay. The daytime is getting a little bit longer to make myself feel a little bit better. Otherwise, it's pitch black all day long. Okay, one more. Where are you? It's like a it's like a game. Where is the last stitch game? It's the last one that I can't find. Let me call a taxi. Where are you? Oh, down here. I can't see it. Let me try again. Taxi. It says here, but I can't see it. I think it's lying to me. My app is lying. Okay, I thought it didn't lie. Oh, it's on the left. It's not. So we have problems with the taxi feature, okay? It's not accurate because it was taking me down here, whereas this stitch is actually over here. It's over here, up here. Very naughty, very naughty. Here, it's actually up here. Pink. Yeah, it's not accurate. Alison Rennie says, packed away for tonight, 1,050 stitches added. She's coming along nicely. Going to sit back, chill and listen. Got some lentil soup. Oh, I love lentil, Alison. Lentil crisps and to snack on. Oh, that's a healthier version. Yes, some lentil chips, lentil crisps. I have had those. Very nice. Yes, relax. Just watch Yogi stitch very slowly, as usual. And Claudia says, I like that you advertise slow stitching. When I found your channel, it's like I was given permission to just enjoy the stitching process and not race for a finish. Yeah, who wants to finish stuff? Claudia. Finishing is for losers, okay? Because once you finish a piece, you have to start another one again. Well, it's not like, it's stopping me from starting new ones, but when you finish something, you can't do it anymore. So what is the good of that? Just do it slowly, Absolutely. I stitch for pleasure. I'm not racing with anyone. Not that I can. So that choice, that option was taken away from me. Let me pop this back. I'm just thinking there's so many things, have deadlines, things you have to rush. Stitching is one thing I do not want to do that. It doesn't mean I don't have any joy when I complete an area, but not like, if I finish, let's say this shop front, I'd be very happy. For me, that's a completion. I'm not thinking about completing the whole piece, because when I do that, I have to put it aside and move on to the next thing, and I'll be a little bit sad, wouldn't it? Oh, hang on. Where am I? Why am I doing this? Okay, so 3747. 3747. Why do I have two? All right. Next one is still 4 stitches. Claudia says, it's dark here in Texas, 6 16 past 6 p.m. My husband always works late on Fridays, so I love being able to be here most of the stream. That's nice. Yes. Keep, tell him to stay away, to go to a pub or something. So, Claudia can stitch with Yogi. Here we go. 155. Next one. 4 stitches. Four stitches. And Betty Hankins says right now here I'm 6:15. So everybody's kind of early evening-ish, supper time. Yeah. Because normally I don't really have time to settle down and stitch after 6 or 7 o'clock. That's why we're streaming around, 8 p.m. UK time most of the time. Rochelle says it's 17 past 4 already, getting dark in California. I guess SAD, seasonal affective disorder, this time of year in California. I thought it's sunny, all year round in California. But over here in the UK, yeah, I think you can get sad for sure, because it depends on, it varies slightly, different years. Some years are better, but there have been occasions that literally it's pitch black in a winter time, and then it rains for like 2-3 months. Not like, chucking it down or anything, but just drip, 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 and just cold and wet and dark for 2-3 months. I think, most people will probably get a little bit depressed. So it's not just the fact that you're deprived from sunlight, it's the fact that you just deprived from, I don't know, daylight in general. And dryness, you're just so wet all the time. All right, let me have a look what's happening here. 3. Oh, there's something happening here. It's not, the stitches are not matching up. I wonder why that is. Let me have a look. So this one is over here. I'm going to just stitch this color in a correct location. But I think I need to go and mark my app properly. Two. Yes, that's correct. One, two. Claudia says, when my husband asks why I have another new start, I'm quoting finishing for losers. Exactly. Why would you want that? How strange. It doesn't make sense. Exactly. You tell him, 1, 2, and one more over here. falling off the screen, literally. Here we go. Um, 155. Popping back. Oh, 2 finishes. Betty, what is wrong with you? Okay, I missed that one. Betty says, I finished 2 this week. Like large projects? Betty? That is just not right. Betty Hankins finished 2 pieces. I mean, not just greedy, okay? Stop it. Let me show you how to slow down your speed, okay? If you feel like you're just stitching too fast. Here we go. Live demonstration of slow stitching. Oh, 6 stitches. How nice. Okay. 945, 945, 945, 6. Jacqueline, hello, hello. Jacqueline says, 25 past 6 here in, you know, I'm struggling. I'm not going to attempt to say the location, okay? In Canada, yes. Oh, so it's around the same as the US. Susan says, going for a hot chocolate and a chocolate chip brownie. Oh, Susan, can you send some over? I fancy a bit of brownie as well. I do have chocolate though. Hey guys, should we have a chocolate time, right? Why not? It's Susan's making hot chocolate. Why don't we have a little bit of chocolate? Chocolate time, guys. Flash the emoji. Flash the emoji. All right. And let's have a bit of a chocolate. Again, I'm running out of the chocolate thingy. The giant buttons. I really need to top them up. But I do have this giant block of chocolate. I do have a giant block of chocolate here. This is really big. This is from Waitrose. This is from a supermarket here. Yes, chocolate time, guys. And it's official, okay? You're allowed to bring out your chocolate. Now you can do that, all right? And this is Belgian chocolate 72, but it's quite mild. So sometimes, well, I like around 75 is kind of my sweet spot. 70 to 75 is my sweet spot. Anything over that, it starts to get a little bit bitter for me. But 72 is still pretty good. Belgian dark chocolate. And the thing is, even though I don't have a giant button, these are so chunky. Look at them. So thick. Really, really thick. And quite delicious. Quite delicious. Not sweet at all. It's a mild, really mild sweetness. Yes, guys. Chocolate time. All right. Oh, nice. Nice chunky bite of chocolate. So good. And let me to have a sip of my coffee as well. Oh, life is complete, guys. I'm here stitching with you live, and I get to have a big bite of chocolate and a nice sip of my coffee. Oh, heaven. Claudia says, wet and dark for 2-3 months. Sign me up. Really? You like it? Oh, come over to London then. I love everything about cold and dark. The wardrobe, the food, the lack of burning sunlight in my eyeballs. Claudia, Well, you're born to be, to live in London then. Well, I kind of, I don't mind it. I'm used to it. But, there are times when it goes on to, but too long, 2 or 3 months is kind of slightly on the long side. But yeah, majority of the days, particularly during the winter, it's kind of slightly wet. Not like flooding or anything. It's not. Just tiny bit of a rain, but it's continuous. Just every day, a little bit. And it's wet most of the time. And it's dark. So Claudia, come over. Chelsea says, I don't have to worry about allergies on my heat sensitive and no one judge you for staying inside. That is quite true though. I think in London, well, the activities tend to be just going out to restaurants and drinks anyway. So that's evening activity. So people still go out. Yeah. I think people probably stay at home more if it's wet and cold. That is true. And what are you snacking? I'm having chunky chocolate. Bess is having mango dipped in dark chocolate here. Oh, Bess, that sounds amazing. I love mango. I do like dry mango as well, but I try not to have too much of it because it's very sugary. And I get very unwell if I have too much sugar. Yes, bring on the chocolate. And Claudia says, I was for sure born to live in London, Oslo, and Slumber is a little bit extreme. I ended up growing up on the equator, and now I live in Texas. Claudia, if you have never lived in somewhere like London, you don't really know if you're going to do well, because it can be depressing though. It is true. Kind of just feeling like, oh, when is it going to have sunlight? You feel like a vampire. Give me to have another chunk of this big bite of this big chocolate. It's so good. Whoa. Oh, we're just talking about vampire. Karen says, Claudia is a vampire. Yeah, sounds like it. I'll probably need to test it with a little bit of garlic. See if she goes, nah, and start to disintegrate, That'll be a good test. Oh, nice chocolate break. Very good idea. See you later, Nicole. A bad emoji. I remember a few streams ago, a little bit before actually, we're talking about witches, and I mentioned that I think we were talking about vampire, witches, and that kind of stuff, and I mentioned that I saw a documentary of total sign if you are a witch. And apparently, if you have a blue mark on your body, kind of light blue mark, let me bring out my white mark here. And then you could be a witch. And I do have a blue mark on my right upper arm. So I only discovered it when I was watching that documentary quite a few years ago. Maybe it was on Channel 4, I can't remember. Sounds like a Channel 4 production. And I remember watching that documentary, and I just randomly, kind of casually looked around to see if I have a blue mark. I thought it was funny, and lo and behold, I found one. So guys, maybe you are listening to a witch. You know? Who knows? I don't know the difference, whether you could transition from a witch to a vampire or the other way around. They all sound like they're in the same category. I don't know. I don't mind. But what about the vampires? They live forever, don't they? They don't die. How about witches? Do you die if you're a witch? Do you live forever? Or do they have normal lifespan like regular people? Claudia says, I spent 6 glorious months in London, October, March, loved it. Oh, so you've done it? So you know what it was like. How long ago was it? And, okay, so you know you like it. And I have to admit, if I had to choose between really hot summer to, quite chilled summer over here, depends. I'm definitely firmly in sort of London summer kind of person. I don't like it too hot. I don't do well when it's humid and hot. I remember going to France and Italy. Oh, the summer. I don't know how they survived that. I can't understand why they closed the shop for 2 hours at lunchtime, because it's just not good. Chelsea says, Yogi, the stitching wedge, the slow stitching wedge. Got to make sure that I put that on a label so people don't get the wrong idea and go, hey, why is she so slow? I'll just go, hey, just look at my label there. All right. Very nice. Let's see, maybe the next stitch is 7. 7 stitches. Very nice. Look at that. 820. Oh, this is one of my favorite colors as well. Kind of royal, not quite royal blue. It's kind of slightly darker. 820. 820. Let me have another bite of my chocolate. Oh, Janine. Janine says, I have an ancestor that was burned as a witch in Salem, but no blue mark on me. Lucky escape, Janine. Yes. 820. Wow. But back in those days, didn't they used to kind of accuse random people as witches? It doesn't mean they were. Just, suspicion. They can just chase you out of the town or something. Stone you. What's wrong with being a witch? Seriously. Susan says, why are you asking us, Yogi, about witches and their lifespans? Just wondering if you knew. I don't know if witches are like vampires, you know, they just live forever unless they smell garlic. I don't know. So witches are essentially normal people. They just have special ability. Or are they different kind of species, you know? I need to know about stuff like that. Rochelle says, how about a witch vampire? Yeah, I think witch. I think last time we talked about it, apparently you can study, not to become a witch, but you can study witchcraft, or I don't know what it's called. It's kind of a thing. You can learn how to cast spell or something. I don't know. Witch, vampire. This sounds like a busy lifestyle. You know, you have to do the vampire things and you have to do the witch things. That's a lot going on there. Oh, Ring says you will not like the Midwest of the US. We run from minus 35 Celsius to plus 43 from the winter to the summer. Oh my goodness, minus 35? How does that work? How is it possible to have minus 35 Celsius? I don't even know what that looks like. Even the fridge, you know, regular fridge is not that low. That's very extreme. And 43 in the summer. So, what's the number of population over there? Like 5 people? Because who wants to live there? Who can survive that kind of extreme weather? Ring, of course. Wow. Yeah, I don't do heat very well. I'd rather be cold. You know, I'd rather be, if I had to choose. Baz says, I think Yogi's trying to throw us off the scent. Personally, I'm supportive of witchy stitching. Yes, I'm just pretending that I don't know. Hey, Travis. No key Q is here. It's Travis, actually. Hello, so good to see you. How are you, my friend? And how's the baby? Yes. Or babies. They're both quite young, aren't they? Rochelle says, hit the like button, people. Rochelle is such a great YouTuber. I'm useless. You know, I never remember to tell people to do that. Yeah, if you like the video, hit the like button, please. And if you don't like it, hit thumbs down twice. That's all I know. If you like it, thumbs up once. If you don't like it, thumbs down twice. Thank you, Russia. All right. That's it. These ones all together. How refreshing. A Ring is in Michigan. Ha. And Ring is a mail carrier, so she's working outside all year round. Wow. How exciting. And do you have to, like, do you get bitten by dogs on a regular basis? I wonder. Because every time if I watch YouTube videos, there'll be like Ring cameras of mail carriers getting getting attacked by dogs. Right, let's bring it back. 820 going back. Here we go. Next one. 7 stitches. Oh my goodness. Travis says the baby's doing good. He will be 2 months old in the 22nd. Time flies. And also the baby looks really big. For 2 months baby, I have no idea what a 2 months baby is supposed to look like. But I saw the picture and Travis posted on the Facebook group. And it's so adorable. But the baby's got so much hair. And it's quite big as well. Because if I'm trying to visualize 2 months old baby, it will be the size of a kitten. But clearly it's not. I know nothing about babies. Hopeless. And LKC, see you tomorrow. Yes. Get some rest and ready for the sale tomorrow. Okay. And my demo before that. All right. Ring says she has been bitten by dogs twice. Oh dear. I love dogs, but they can bite. If they don't like you, they bite. 775. But it's quite free though. You get to walk around, you know, and it's good exercise as well. Even though the mail carriers over here, they tend to have a trolley. Kind of they push it around. So they don't, yeah, they walk, but they don't really carry everything with them. Kimberly is still doing the nursery. Are you going to finish it, that area, before you move on? Kimberly says, I can't wait to get out of this nursery on Christmas house. Is it Christmas 2? House 2, right? I think all of them probably have a nursery of some kind. Yes, it's very, very pale, isn't it? They're so mean, these artists. They maybe they need to be banned from using white. So everything has to be quite dark. Otherwise, it's not allowed. All right, here, 3. Okay, all 7 stitches are around here, so that's nice and easy. Susan say just wander off, we won't tell. I know, no one will know. You know, just casually wander off to the panda land. It's not that far away. I love my panda. Oh. Oh, right, Karen. Karen says, I'll post these right little motorcycles. Yeah. Well, it probably depends on what they're delivering. I have seen them coming out of a van as well, if they're delivering larger parcels. So they probably have different kind of category. of carriers. But most of them seem to be pushing some sort of trolley. Kimberly says, I'm one that likes to go and try to get the yaki done first. Oh, so Kimberly, so are you one of those people, if you have a plate of food, you start with things you like least, like overcooked carrot or something, you eat that first, and then move on to the yummy bits, you know, avocado, for instance. Susan, did you hear that? Avocado. And that would be the last, because that's the yummiest part, isn't it? I'm kind of a mixture. I like to leave a couple bites of my favorite food at the end, but I cannot wait to eat it first. Maybe just a few bites to start with, and then I'll switch to things maybe I don't like it as much. But I'll have a couple bites of my favorite food at the end. So it's a little bit like the way I stitch, probably. I think it's a reflection of who we are. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. I think the way we stitch is a reflection of our personality. I really do. Rachel says no white and no black. We're going to end up with some really interesting patterns. Yes. So mail carrier or mailman? Ring says my mail route is half walking, half in the truck. I see. I suppose you do need some sort of vehicle. 1, 2, 3 here. Oh, air stitching, air stitching. Can you even see the stitches? I can, but invisible stitches. One more. 1, 2, 3. Michelle Fuller says, good night, or going to eat with my family. Enjoy it, Michelle. Enjoy the supper. And see you soon. Maybe tomorrow. Who knows? Oh, Saturday. Oops. 775. But Karen, you tell me, in terms of the amount of mail that you have to deliver, has it been increasing or decreasing? Because there are a lot of parcels are kind of delivered by, well, other carriers, don't they? And there are different ones. There's Amazon ones, there's, FedEx, whatever. So I don't know, people probably post things less or not. I wonder. You know, and also my local post office disappeared, and it took me a while to realize because I just assumed the post office has been there for eternity, and I walk past the street every day, didn't notice, cycle past or walk past, until one day I was going there to return something, not to post something, but to return something from Amazon. So I used to be able to, for smaller items, I can just take the parcel to the post office and just drop it there, and Amazon would collect it. And lo and behold, I walk past and I go, "Where's the post office?" And it was shut down. It was probably less than a year ago, maybe less than that. It was so strange to have a post office just disappear. It was a large one as well. It was on High Street, and it's always been there. And it just got closed down. It was a little bit sad. It was a nice building as well, kind of quite old, and now it's just empty. It hasn't been replaced by anything. It's a little bit sad. So I'm just thinking, why are they removing, physical post office? Maybe there's a decrease of the demand. I don't know. Or whatever, things they do. So where do you go to post parcels then? That's a good question. There's no post office. Well, there are some. I think they're just closing down quite a few of them. Kimberly says, Yogi Yaki first. Avocado last then, Susan. Chelsea says, my dog is always excited for a male person. She brings a cookie every day. Oh, but that sounds a little bit, I don't know, a little bit dangerous. If the male person, is a psycho, maybe something gonna bring poison cookies. I don't know. That's where my mind goes. I live in London after all. I have to be mindful. Gossip crafter, Susan, you have a power here, okay? Gossip says avocado is disgusting. Seriously, Gossip, do not say stuff like that, okay? Have some respect. Avocado is a good person, okay? Avocado is good. Do not say stuff like that about avocado, seriously. 157. Oh, I love avocado. Tastes so good. 157. If I've got avocado on my plate, it will be the last thing I eat, because I want that deliciousness to stay with me for as long as possible. Susan. Wow, Betty Hankins says the UPS always has cookies for our Duke. Wow, so they have to carry like dog cookies to bribe the dog so they don't get beaten. It's a tough life. Janelle, hello. Good morning. Good morning. Happy Saturday. Happy Saturday for Janelle. Well, it's Saturday over here as well. Look at us. It's 1 o'clock. We're past midnight. So, yes, it's Saturday for both of us. And Ring says the letters volume has gone down by a lot. Package has tripled in the last 10 years. Oh, I see. Yes, because people don't really write letters anymore. And all that junk mail, no one's reading them. So, but the packages have gone up. Oh, I see. Interesting. That's very interesting. Yes, but I think people probably go to what is it called? Post office a lot less because you used to have to go there to do this and that and the other. A little bit like physical, banks. All the banks from our streets have been closed down, so I don't even know where to find cash points anymore. I can't remember the last time I saw cash point. ATM for most of you. So if I wanted some cash, which I never do, but if I did, I wouldn't know where to go to get cash nowadays. I really don't. Betty says our mailman brings some of our Amazon stuff. That is true. So I don't know how it works with Amazon. Some of them do come through via Royal Mail. So Jeanine says avocados are delicious. Absolutely. Maybe not ice cream, but on their own, guacamole on toast. I know, avocado toast and guacamole and ice cream as well. I promise you, Ginny, it's gorgeous. You wouldn't know it's avocado. You really wouldn't. It's very creamy. Little bit of lime. Betty says jelly goes on toast. By jelly, do you mean jam? See, I know American English, you know, ish. Yes, jelly's jam. Jello is jelly. That really helps. Jelly and avocado. Well, I think it works, you know. Do you know there's such a thing? I don't know. Do you have Branston pickles? It goes really well with avocado. I promise you. Try it. Two more. One over here, another one at the bottom. Susan says there's a post office in Asta. Oh, so they integrate it into supermarket. Maybe that's another way to go. But in my local area on the high street, there's no post office. There's a depot where you can collect parcels. I think it's still there. I'm not sure. I haven't been for ages. But otherwise, there's no physical post office. It's quite strange. 1, 2, 3, 4. One. Oops. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. All right. Going to do a pin. Chelsea says, I love avocado toast with smoked salmon and tomatoes. Yeah, it's quite a classic combo as well. All right, one more. 157. Beth says, I'll happily eat anyone's leftover avocado. There you go. There's one avocado lover there. And they're so expensive here. Um, yeah, sometimes depending on where you get them. It's not too bad over here, but if you go to like health food shop, like Whole Foods or whatever, yeah, they can a single avocado could be like £2.50 or something ridiculous, but regular supermarket, it's not too bad. It's not too bad. Susan says supermarkets have cash points. Do they have regular cash points? I haven't looked, but I'm just thinking. Oh, another thing I want to check with you guys in America. Do you have such a thing as cash back? I always wonder because it's like a thing, isn't it? Do you know what a cashback is? I haven't seen people doing that for a long time, but you know, when people still use physical money before COVID. Let me know if you know whether you even know what it is. It's interesting, isn't it? Next one. Let's hope. Oh, 7. It's a pink. At least it's a pink. It's a bit better. All right then. 3713. Oh, Kimberly says we have cash back. Okay, so it's not a British thing. I was wondering because it's such a weird thing to actually get. They give you cash at the supermarket. 3713. I haven't seen people doing that for a long, long time. I don't know. Because when I go to supermarket, I use the self-checkout. So I don't know whether people still do cash back. And who wants cash? No one wants cash. 3713. Pink. Oh, Beth says Branston pickle and avocado. Yogi, you have changed my life. Need this immediately. Beth, I promise you, the best combo ever. And a piece of toast, you know. Avocado toast with Branston pickle. Go for it. Go for it, Beth. Yes. Susan says cash is lovely. I know Susan's a paper girl. I know, I know. Well, the thing is that I haven't seen cash for a long, long time. I don't even know what they look like nowadays. Have they got newer versions? I don't know. They look like toy notes, toy money. It's really strange. Very like shiny. I don't know what they're doing. Janine says, my husband loves cash back because he's too lazy to go to ATM. Yeah, but normally if you, over here, well, at least as far as I know, you normally go to supermarket at a till. You say, well, can I have cash back, please? Like £20. And, but then you turn around, there are ATMs at the supermarket, like Susan said. Yes. It's a thing, isn't it? I haven't seen people doing it. I don't know whether people are still doing it. Chelsea say all this talk about avocado made me hungry and Branston pickle. Dun dun dun. And Kimberly, yes, I think there's a limit on how much you can get with cash back. If you go, well, can I have a £5,000, please? They probably go, no, sir. Go somewhere else. Go to find a bank. And you can't find a bank. So I don't know what to... No ATM. No cash point either. So I don't know. Rashad says, I want cash. Janine says, I never have cash on me, and my husband thinks it's weird. He's old school and a year younger than me. I know what I think I think even prior COVID, yes, I was more of a paperless person anyway. But after COVID, I think everybody is paperless, is cashless. Occasionally in London, on London streets, sometimes you get people asking for money and stuff like that. Now they have to stop because no one is carrying any cash. Whereas before, people go, I have £1 here or something, can give to kind of, well, quote unquote, homeless people. They're not really homeless. They choose to be homeless a lot of time, but that's another story. But yeah, but now you see them less and less because no one's carrying any money. They can give them. They don't have to carry some sort of a cash, sort of a card machine for Apple Pay or something. So I don't know what happened to them. Rochelle says, I love handing cash to a 20-something, and they look at me confused. They probably never seen cash. They just say, what are these papers? Never seen them before. Wouldn't surprise me. Why are my needles playing up? I can't thread any of them. I know, cash is very confusing. And also, to be honest, cash is not very hygienic at all. They're passing around so many people, and you put them in your pocket, and God knows what kind, all sorts of stuff is attached to the cash. So if you think about it, it's actually not very nice. Hello, Wendy. Wendy says, hello from Australia. So I'm slightly behind in chat as usual. Wendy says, hello from Australia. New subscriber. Hello. Little highlight here, okay? And we have cashback offer, but it's not as such. Oh, it's not. Because as such, it's vouchers. So does that mean you don't get cash? But you get vouchers for what though? How do you use them? Interesting. I think over here people probably get like £30 max. I don't think that they're going to give you more than that. Oh, so cashback is a universal thing. For some reason I thought it was another, quirky thing over here like Christmas pudding. Hey Laura, hello. Laura says, hi everyone, I've been lurking, but my sister coming next month. I will get her some vegan ice cream from hubby's work. Gonna check if there's avocado. Well, I don't know if you can buy shop bought avocado, vegan avocado ice cream, but it's very easy to make it yourself. You just freeze some avocado, just chop the avocado up and kind of, chunks, and then just freeze them and just make the ice cream the same way as you make banana ice cream. People freeze bananas and then they just add maybe a little bit of a cream or whatever and sugar if they like sugar and just blitz it with a blender. That's it. That's the same way as you make avocado ice cream. It's very, very easy. Make it for your sister, Laura. It's very, very easy. And she's going to be so impressed. And some lime juice as well. Lime juice. That works so well. Oh, I'm just seeing if I miss anybody. Grace asks, got any good recipes for tofu? I bought some, but not sure what to do with them. What type of tofu it is? There are some really firm ones and some slightly more has got higher water content. With firm tofu, my favorite way of eating it is to cut the tofu in cubes. Just dry the tofu cubes with a kitchen towel, just to soak up any sort of excess water there, and then just fry the cubes with coconut oil. It's the best because you can get them really crispy. Olive oil is fine, but if you want crispy tofu, and once you get them crispy, you can sprinkle a little bit of salt, sea salt, and dip them in any kind of dips you like. You know, you can have a bit of a chili sauce, or you know, guacamole. Yes, guacamole would be nice. So I love tofu. And you can use them on with stir fry as well. Just a bunch of vegetables and just chuck the tofu in. There you go. Plant protein at its best. One more here. Let me end this one here. Janelle says, promote on toast, and avocado is good as well. What is promote? Do you mean tomato? Yes, I was wondering. Janine says, what is promote? Janelle says it's a Vegemite. Okay. Oh, here's another topic, guys. Do you have Marmite? Do you like Marmite? I love Marmite. Marmite and avocado also works. Yes, I love Marmite actually. So Vegemite, I think it's the Australian version. I have had Vegemite before, maybe once. Someone actually served that to me, and it tastes slightly different, but not vastly different. Not vastly different. I think Marmite is stronger. Vegemite is a little bit more mild. I stitched this one by mistake, but I love Marmite, guys. Do you like Marmite? Are you a Marmite person? Chucks, you say you keep the Marmite. Grace Hudson says, what is Marmite? Oh my God, so it's not global. It hasn't made it to the rest of the world yet. Oh dear. So Promite is like Vegemite, is it? So is that different? Yes. I can totally see avocado and Marmite. Yes, you can, because the saltiness and a toast. Yeah, totally. It's like Branston pickles as well. It's that strong flavor versus the creaminess of the avocado. Oh my God. Wendy says, you can get Amazon supermarket, etc. We scan our shopping and earn points, and we get vouchers for a store we choose. Just cash in 500 for local hardware store. Oh, I see. So as you buy, they reward you with voucher. So that's slightly different from cashback. Cashback is literally your money. So they basically charge it to your card, your credit card, and give you the cash back to you. That's the cashback. And by doing so, it saves you a trip to the cash point. That's really it. So it's your money. It's not a reward or anything. But it's nice to have a voucher. It's nice to have that. Right, the last one here with this color. Marmite is heaven. 3713. Chelsea says the fine tofu doesn't taste much. Very reliant on seasoning and sauces. That's the beauty of it. It's like a meaty texture, and you can add any kind of seasoning and flavors to it, and it transforms. And also, it's very good plant, protein. Kimberly says, I live in Arizona and learned to make the best guacamole. Avocado is very cheap here, at least where I live here. Oh, that's lovely. Lovely. Guacamoles. Oh, the garlic, the olive oil, a little bit of onion. Wow. And I can dip, carrots and cucumbers and everything in it. And you can make tomato salsa really easily as well. Oh, yes. Slightly summery though. I like my dips in the summer. Bez says English Marmite is better than New Zealand Marmite, and New Zealand Marmite is better than Vegemite. Just my opinion. Controversial. Vegemite I find is a little bit too mild for me. If you're used to Marmite, it's got that kick, and Vegemite is kind of like it's like, Marmite's little sister type of thing. At least as far as I remember. It was a while ago when I tasted it. I was thinking, oh, I need a little bit of, of kick. Wendy says, I put Vegemite in my mince when I make meat pies. It gives the depths of flavor that no one can pick it but love it. I know. I think Vegemite and Marmite as well is that slightly fermented flavor. It's like umami, isn't it? That can make food taste very nice. I think a lot of soup cubes, like those. I can't remember what it's called. Those cubes that you can pop in to your cooking. A lot of them probably have something along the lines of Marmite. It's got that sort of just yumminess. All right, 3A63. 3A63. A63. Betty says some stores here charge a fee for cashback. I'm trying to think if there's a charge. I don't think it's charged over there, maybe above a certain amount. But most people probably ask for like a 20 or something. No one is going to go like, can you give me £100? Well, maybe they do. Maybe then they charge you something. I don't know. But technically, just your money. So I don't know why they want to charge you. Susan says, the funny thing is, I live in a town which is the origin Of both Branston pickles and Marmite, really? They're coming from the same place? Oh, I actually have no idea about their origin, actually. Oh, now I know where Susan lives. I just need to Google and look up Wikipedia. Susan, you just outed your own address, home address. Really? They came from the same place. Oh, maybe that's why I love both of them. Yes. How nice. I had no idea. I never tried to look up their origin. Claudia says tofu really can only take on any can take on any flavor. As a kid, my mom used to make a chocolate pie using tofu to make chocolate mousse. Oh, really? I haven't used it for sweet things this far. That sounds interesting. Yes, it's the texture, isn't it? It will probably make a nice kind of mousse type of, if you blitz it, it will literally just turn into puree. Oh, that's an interesting idea. That's very creative of your mom. Hummus, yes, hummus is good. Oh, now we're talking about yummy things. Avocado, hummus, marmite, tofu. Amazing. Yes, hummus is lovely as well. Oh, Betty says here they charge even for just $10. Really? For cashback? Well, that's a bit cheeky. All I have to do is just get it out of the cashier. Like here. Here's your 20. I don't remember them charging anything here. I don't think so. Lovely. 2 underneath. Bess is asking Susan, do you have a Marmite festival? I'll be there with bells. Yeah, maybe Bess, you can cosplay. You can cosplay Marmite. You can blend in very well. Yes, and I love the fact that Marmite, the packaging almost never change, like forever. And the taste is so consistent. They're not trying to be funny, like adding, different flavors, different versions, like, I don't know, chili Marmite or something. Nothing like that. It's just Marmite. That's it. We find the next stitch. Betty says we even have stores that charge 4% to use our debit card. What? Just for buying things. Does that mean they prefer cash? But no one uses cash nowadays. There are 2 more. Where are they? Oh, they're somewhere else. Okay, let me end this. Susan says Marmite was born out of the byproduct of the brewing industry. I can totally see that. It's kind of, yes, It's kind of along those lines, isn't it? It's lovely. Oh, so Susan is Marmite expert, then being the birthplace of Marmite and Branston pickles as well. Claudia says, if you like avocado, you should try the Venezuelan sauce. Gausaka. Claudia, help. It's avocado, cilantro, as in coriander, onion and garlic. Blend smoothly with a little vinegar and Worcestershire sauce. It's so fresh tasting. Oh, I like the sound of that. It's like guacamole-ish. Yes, but with vinegar. And the sauce as well. Oh, interesting. Interesting. I think I'll definitely like that. Ginny says, good thing I finished eating dinner about half an hour ago and not hungry. I'm slightly peckish, even though I had supper. Yeah, but vinegar can be very subtle, though. It doesn't mean it's vinegary. You know, vinegar is just a condiment. It can be very, very subtle. I love vinegar. Apple cider vinegar, rice vinegar, love them all. Right, where are you here? 3 here. 1 stitch. It's a treasure hunt, trying to find the spot. Yes, I like the sound of that. Oh, Claudia says you can use lime instead of vinegar. Yes, sounds amazing. One more. I need a handful of last stitch. Again, it's elusive. That sounds nice. Karen says Vegemite is also came from the brewery industry. But do you think Vegemite came after Marmite? So they're probably made in a very similar way. Busy Mom, hello. Welcome. Do you like avocado and Marmite, Busy Mom? Oh, the last stitch, where are you? Here, found it. It's over here. There. 2. It's literally like a puzzle. I have to find. I know where it is. Oh, here. Okay. And here. There. I think so. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 1, 2. Oh, that one's done. I don't know why it says it's not done. Okay then. Busy mom says no avocado for me. Oh, busy mom. Avocado is the best. Here we go. Let's go for the next one. 9 stitches. 9 stitches. 159. 159. All over the place. Here. Betty says I'm such a picky eater that I don't care for any of the stuff you mentioned. Betty! So, Betty, what's your favorite food then? Let's have a look. What is going on with Betty? You know? What's your favorite food then? If you're picky, and I'm sure you still have favorite foods. Even picky eaters have favorite foods. One. Two. So the 9 stitches. Oh, Betty's favorite foods are tomatoes and cucumber. I love them both. I love them both. My favorite cucumber at the moment are those really baby ones. I don't know. I don't think they're baby cucumbers, but they're really small, about finger size, and they're so crunchy, and you can really taste cucumber. Because the larger ones, they're quite watery, and I'm not a great fan of them. But the little ones are so lovely. You can get them from Sainsbury's. And I love tomatoes as well, any kind of tomato. So I'm with you. I'm with you. But how about avocado? Hey, Betty? Whoops. We'll just take this thread over here. 5 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Turtle Stitcher. Hello, Heather. Yogi's still at it. Yes, that's true. You're looking at it. My handiwork right here. I know, because, you know, Heather's a regular. You know by now. Mondays and Fridays, we start at a slightly different time. So it's not like I've been stitching for 6 hours, which we do sometimes. Lona, hello. Welcome. Good to see you. Yes, good old tomato sandwiches. You know, with a bit of avocado. And, you know, tomato, avocado. What else do you put in there? The simple things taste best, isn't it? 1, 2, those two, and a last stitch over there. And maybe a slice of vegan cheese. That sounds good. Can't go wrong with that. A little bit of Marmite. Oh, and Branston pickles. Heaven. Oh, she said, your squirrels won't agree about your cucumbers, Yogi. I know. Please don't bring that up. I'm still, you know, traumatized by that. You know, my squirrels. I share my favorite cucumbers with my squirrels, and my squirrels are looking back at me and go, "What are you doing, Yogi? You know, I saw we had a good thing going on here, and now you have to ruin it by this cucumber." Oh, dear. Painful memory. I'll probably need therapy to recover from that. Chelsea says, I've been on the same color all night. Like which one? 310? Or is it nursery stitching? That's a new term. 3721. 3721. 3721. Let's hear it for BLTs. Heather says Mondays and Fridays. Sometimes I can join after work, like now. What time is it over there where you are? I think it's the morning, isn't it? Ah, Betty Hankins says without mayo. Well, there's vegan mayo. It's quite delicious as well, but I try not to have it too much because it's quite processed. You know, it's nice to have it sometimes. But vegan mayo is a little bit on the processed side. All right, where am I? Here. 3, 2. I'm a bit confused. This way. 2, 1. 1. Okay. I know where I am. Oh, so these 3 are done. It's like a game. I need to match it up. That one. What? Callum says, I only eat cucumbers. I peel them. I don't know why I have to. What? You don't have to peel cucumbers. Callum, just eat it, okay? It's okay. They don't bite. Keep the skin on. What color is A90 then? A very dark green. Huh. Was much better than white. Could be air stitching all night. But I think, if I stitch the same color or similar colors for a long time, I wouldn't be able to, focus. My mind just starts to go a little bit numb. Seven. True, Betty. If you peel those little cucumbers, you wouldn't have anything left. Exactly. You'll probably have because those cucumbers, they're like finger size, literally just slightly bigger than regular fingers. Do you know how big your fingers are? But if you peel them, you're gonna turn them into like toothpicks. There's gonna not much left. All right. Oh, Chelsea says I prefer the big cucumbers to be peeled. Oh, I never thought about that. Never felt the need to peel my cucumbers. If the skin is a little bit rough, maybe, but most of the times it's quite tender, so there's really no need. Is there one up here? Yes. These are the little ninja stitches. It's better now than later. Callan says, Yogi, I think it started when I had homegrown cucumbers and it just tasted like dirt. And it became a habit to peel them and now I can't stop. Oh, so did the skin get quite rough? They taste like dirt. It sounds so wholesome, but not the way you describe it. Well, there you go. That teach you. Do not grow your own food. Buy them. But it's possible if you have, for whatever reason, if you have a bad experience about the skin, you probably want to peel them. Let me find this stitch here. Is it even here? All right, I think that one's done. Grace Houston says, I mentioned to you before, if you have tried filled roast chow cheese. Oh, I vaguely remember. Yes, it's a vegan cheese and it's so good. It melts like regular cheese and makes a great grilled cheese. They have it here. They have it there. So is it a brand or is it from a shop? I remember you mentioned that to me. So is it a brand? It doesn't look familiar. It doesn't. I don't know because I sometimes scan through the sort of vegan cheese section, trying to find sort of ones that's less processed, because a lot of them are you don't know what's in it. But so it's called roast chow cheese. I'll definitely look it up. It sounds nice. Ring says need a ninja with needle emoji with all the ninja stitches. I know. Ninja stitches are like confetti, isn't it? You probably come across them at some point. You just need to have a strategy. I think majority of the stitching method, unless you're doing block by block, but even block by block, within a block, you can have the sort of loose stitches you have to fill in at the end. So the only remedy would be something like what I'm doing, from minimum to max. But then you need the app in order to do that. Or you do something like Gemma's stitching, Gemma's method. And talking about that, I'm going to do a demo tomorrow, okay? Finally, hopefully, everything goes well this time. And I really like to show you the beautiful method, because it's slightly misunderstood. People think it's just a slow stitching method. It may be slow for me, but if you watch Gemma stitching, she's not slow. I think it can become second nature, and then it just flows. But it takes some time. You need to get your head around. So hopefully I can demonstrate that for you. And we'll be stitching like fiends, right? And it's just nice to have one more method in your repertoire that you can just pull out and, to change things up a little bit. It doesn't mean you do it all the time for every project. I don't. All right then, I kind of want to move forward to the next color. Let me check the time. I can do one more color. Let me do the next color, okay? I know. It's it is nearly 2 a.m. in the morning. It doesn't feel like it. I know. And oh, hi Natty. Yes, late for the class. Callum says cucumbers are much better grown vertically, so they don't lay in the dirt. I don't even know how they grow. Do they grow from the ground? I'm such a city girl, okay? And growing plants and me just don't mingle. So do they? So can you have a field of cucumbers? I don't know. Or do they grow on trees? Are they like, I don't know, squash? I mean, squash, they grow on kind of, I don't know where they grow. I know potatoes are from underground. Underground sounds like monsters. 355. Gothic Crafter says, what's the difference between ninja stitches and confetti stitches? Yes, some of you can probably explain better, but I'll attempt to explain it. Ninja stitches are like these ones. So let me show you. So depends on the stitching method. If you do mini cross country or cross country in general, and go in no particular order, And doesn't matter how you try, eventually you're gonna end up with stitches like this. These are what I would call ninja. A lot of times people refer it to sort of the single stitches, but these ones I would categorize them as ninja as well. Basically, as you move forward with your stitching, you have to come back and find these loose stitches here. And sometimes they catch you off guard. Sometimes as you move forward, maybe you think it's completed, and then suddenly there's one stitch like floating there. I'm sure I can find maybe one somewhere, buried somewhere there. So you have to go find them. They're like ninja, they're kind of ambushing on you. So that's ninja. Confetti is generally just describing the color changes. So the regular blocks, you wouldn't say it's confetti, but the more confetti it is, meaning that there are more color changes within the small area, and you have to constantly swap colors. So that's confetti. It's a little bit like confetti, really. So that's the metaphor. Oh, Chelsea says they grow on vine, but vine, are they small plants? Or are they on the ground? I wonder. I'm so sorry. You don't need to explain that to me. I'll probably Google. Janine says, do cucumbers grow on trees? Yeah, I don't know. They could, like fruits, like pears. They grow on trees. Okay, you laugh, Janine. Okay, laugh at the city girl. The first time I saw a cow, I was so excited. I couldn't believe they looked just like in the pictures, and the horses as well. Callan says if they have nothing to climb, they will grow on the ground. Okay, so they climb up like vine. Okay. But they're quite big, aren't they? The cucumbers. The mini ones are small, but they're big cucumbers. Do they stay on the vine? Because it would be quite heavy, wouldn't it? I don't know. Mysteries. No, I'll be thinking about how cucumbers, position themselves on a wall or something. The wall of cucumbers. Betty says, I think of ninja stitches as one here and there, and might have missed. Yes, like these ones. So, I've actually moved way down here, but I have two there that I have not stitched for whatever reason. So that's ninja. It's like they're just sneaking behind you and go, gotcha. A little bit like that. Chelsea says naturally ground vines, but a lot of people will put them on trellis to grow vertically. Yeah, that sounds some sort of support probably needed. So otherwise they're quite heavy, aren't they? Right here. So this is my last color. Beautiful. I don't know what this is. Slightly burgundy and orangey. And I'm going to make my final 10 stitches. I've got 10 stitches. Or maybe I just do these ones because it's like a cluster in the same area. It's probably easier. Okay. So this will be my last one, two, probably about 8 stitches. Okay, guys. Oh, let me move it. Zoom in a little bit. Okay. You can see a little bit better. So these will be my last stitches. And of course, the regulars know what's going to happen at the end of every stream here, okay? And if you don't know, if you're new to the channel or the game, your job, okay? Your final task being on this stream is to come forward and offer a number. And you might go, well, what number? Yes. You get to guess how many stitches I've done today. And if you don't know, that makes two of us. I have no idea either. So you're in good company. Okay, and I'm sure the chat had no idea either. We're too busy talking about Marmite and cucumbers and, you know, pickles and stuff. So no one was paying attention to Yogi's stitching. So no one knows how many stitches I've done today. All right, so come forward and just have a wild guess. You know, and who knows, you might win. You might be the winner tonight. So we're not looking for spot on. If you get a spot on, you're special. But we're looking for the nearest number. That's all we're asking. Not much. Not much. The bar is pretty low, okay, let's face it. And no skills are required. Just a wild guess. Just wild guess. Come forward, okay? And if you're lurking, unlurk yourself for a few seconds and just type in the number and you can go lurking again. As I can see, the numbers are flowing in. Let me bring on my super duper DIY Guess My Stitching machine. Okay, this is a machine that I handmade with love for you. Look at this. There. Oh, so beautiful. Yes. And this captures all the numbers that you put in the chat. Nothing is missing, okay? Nothing escapes my Guess My Stitches machine as I make the final stitch today. You still have a few moments to come forward. And I'm going to give you a quick recap of what's happening on my fabric today. Or you might be wondering, what are you stitching exactly, Yogi? That looks like a complete mess. It doesn't look like anything. Let me show you what's happening, okay? And this might not look like something, but as I zoom out a little bit, there, dun, 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 look at this. It is something, okay? It's not an avocado. It's not Marmite. It's this beautiful pattern. There. The Maison Romantique. It's a wedding dress shop. It's a street view of Paris, okay? So now, let me come back to my fabric here. So today, I started the process of finalizing, completing the remaining page 3 here. So here we go. All right. Page 3 here comes down here. Let me zoom in a little bit more so you can see better. Okay, this area is where I'm focusing on using my app here. And going from minimum to maximum. So this part is pretty much maybe 60-70% done. I don't know. Within the third page. And I'm just going to follow the page borders and fill in from minimum to maximum. So just to minimize the ninja stitches as I move forward. So I don't have to come back at the end and try to find them. That's no fun for anybody. So this is where I am today. This area is my focus. And let's have a look at your numbers, okay? And everybody have their own strategy when it comes to Guess My Stitches. So let's see who is going to be victorious this beautiful, well, it's Saturday morning, really. So going from top is our Susan, my little assistant here, 230. And Chua, good to see you, 188, unlurked. Natty, I wasn't here, but I guess it's 214. And Callum, 207. Kimberly, 217. Gothic Crafter, 147. Oh, a lot of sevens. And Betty Hankins, 213. Bess Williams, 222. Oh, it's almost like she's been counting. And Janine, 195. Karen Sutherland, 155. Clara is 115. Claudia, 201. And Pink Penguin, hello, hello, unlocked 302. Ring 161. And Busy Mom 210. Grace Houston 210 as well. Oh, you've been talking to each other, comparing notes. And Lakika unlocked 215. And Diamonds 183. Laura 195. Chelsea 221. Oh, Manchua says, Yogi, I think you stitch a bit on the right. You mean this bit? That's from last session. And if I make any mistakes, just keep it to yourself, okay? Keep one eye closed, maybe both of them, all right? Thank you for your cooperation. Rajal 125 and Wendy 173, Lona 225. Guys, yes, maybe I have missed the last stitch, but it's okay. Who cares? No one can tell the difference, okay? Once it's stitched up, it's going to be nice and beautiful. So are you ready for the app that does not lie, okay? Dun, dun, dun. Here we go, okay? On highlight here, zoom out. So this is the box I've been focusing on. This is where I am today. So are you ready, guys? Let me turn off the highlight here. This is where I am in relation to the entire piece. And I'm going to count down to 3, 2. Who is going to be our winner on this beautiful Saturday morning? And 1. Boom. What? 94. It cannot be. I think, I think Saga has been playing tricks on me recently. Yesterday as well. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. 94, guys. Have I broken records? But then again, we're having a slightly shorter session tonight, okay? And so normally probably would have been 100, but 94, guys, 94, okay? So I did some excuses, some single stitches in the beginning. So I went from minimum to max. So currently I'm on about 9 stitches. So, it takes a little bit of, momentum to build up there. So this is where I am today. Okay, 94, guys. So Betty's face. Oh no, please. Look away, Betty. 94. Clara. Is Clara... well, let's go for the lowest. It's probably the winner. Is it Clara? Because yesterday, I think I got it wrong. I think Betty won yesterday. But, we can have multiple winner. Okay, Susan says Clara A 115. Okay, thank you, Susan. Susan can read numbers. So, round of applause to Clara. Well done. Yes, very close. Lowest number, so you won. Yes. And Clara, I don't know whether you've won before, okay? If you've never won before, you're in for a treat. Look at this, the crowns, first of all, and maybe a little bit of Dolly love. Dolly hasn't, didn't visit me today, but she's too busy, eating avocados. And maybe flash the Dolly card. How's that? And the buffet is coming. We've got avocado and banana. Both of them you can turn into very nice ice cream. Okay, so great combination. And some cucumber. We've got cucumbers here. And it's a hot topic of today. And various beverages from Ring as well. And round of applause from Kim. I'm Busy Mom as well. Firecrackers and browsing. Yes, bring on the Dolly, okay? Dolly is for celebration. Dolly is for every happy occasion. And here we go. So, Clara, you and me, let's celebrate, okay? With a few nice drinks, and I'll let you have some cucumbers. Yes. All right. And I think we probably have enough cucumbers and avocado to share tonight. So let's all dig into avocados and cucumbers tonight here. And of course, the love from Dolly is for everyone. All right, Clara. Yes, here we go. Finally, the winner emerged. Yes, Clara, you're the winner tonight. All right, and hopefully the first of many winning nights. So thank you, everyone. And this is 13 past 2 a.m. Saturday. Once again, we're stitching into the wee hours here. And of course, just a reminder, today I am going to, well, today technically, later on, I'm going to do a demo for Gemma's method. Okay, so come along and for a laugh. You can laugh at Yogi and just go, well, that's making you even slower. Yes, but it's fun. All right. And later on, after that, we take a little break and we're gonna have our song, our Amy song. So I can wait to get back to my traveling library. Okay, and so let's enjoy that. Look forward to see you again later on. And yes, 99 and Dolly, thank you, everyone. Thank you for your company. I had a great time. And eat some cucumbers and avocado. Okay, until the next stream. 99 from Yogi, signing out from sleepy London town. See you later on Saturday. 99. 99. Love you, everyone. Bye-bye.